Hello, tribe. I am coming to you pre-video in this video because I just wanted to show you a video that I recorded last month. So yeah, it's already been a month. I recorded, then I was getting ready for vacation, and I went on vacation. I came back from vacation trying to get caught up from all the things that I missed while I was on vacation. And so I didn't get a chance to edit the video to post to you so that you can see changes and updates that I made to my work planner in January. And so before I show you changes that I'm getting ready to make in February, I wanted you to see the changes that I made in January. So thanks for hanging with me. You know how it is. That's why we're planners and journalers, because we got so much going on and we need to write it down, get the thoughts out of our head, keep, you know, tracking things and keep things going. And so that's one of our best tools and our funnest ones too. So here we are trying to, keep our life organized and straight and life be lifing. So before I make the February updates, please check out this video for the January updates. See you soon. Hey tribe, welcome back to my channel, The Therapy of Planning. If you're new, thank you so much for hitting on my video to check it out and see what the Therapy of Planning is all about. I'm Dr. J, and today I am going to get my work planner in order. Okay, so yeah, we're halfway through January, and I've got my inserts in and everything, but I see there was a few tweaks that I had to make. Namely, I want to change the disc because I think that the way I have it set up this year, it's a little fuller, and so I want to give it a little bit more space, and it looks like it's going to fit in this cover. So that's what we're going to do today. If you're interested and want to see how that works out, stay tuned. Okay, so as you see, I have ordered some bigger discs because right now I have a half letter that is on, I guess these are the medium or the classic size disc, Happy Planner disc. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm getting more aware of like if it's 1 inch or 1 inch and a quarter or 1 inch and a half and so forth. So whatever size of medium, or which is classic size disc, or that's what this is currently on. And I know that these that I found on Amazon are more, they're like 1.69 or something like that. And I think the expander discs are 1.75. It doesn't tell you on here, but just from researching it, I believe that's what it is. So I decided, I got these first because I was anxious. I got these from Amazon, and then I had placed an order with Happy Planner for the expander ones because I realized that I just wanted to up my game a little bit as far as having different colored discs. I haven't been changing them often, but I find that maybe I will change them a little bit more because I have a few different colors that I do like, and most of the ones that I have are the classic, so we'll see how that goes for this year because I think I'm probably going to end up on expander discs for most of the year. But this cover seems to be very roomy, and I don't know, I feel like I have other Notiq covers that I'll switch out to during the year, and I feel as though they might not be as roomy, even though it's the same book. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I also have my wellness journal that's classic size, and it doesn't need expander discs, so I might change this. I mean, for my wellness journal, I'm not like really particular about like aesthetics for it, even though I do like having a nice cover. I have a few ones that I know I will switch to. Sorry, the light's on there. This is a box that was in a Jane's Agenda subscription. I don't remember which month, but not too many months ago. So maybe, I don't know, November. Yeah, maybe November's box. October at the latest. I can't remember. But anyway, it's great. I've seen that most people use it for the disc, and I decided to do the same. Even though I do have other ones. And they're in here. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to weed out the ones that I know that I really won't use. Like, first of all, I'm all metal girl. I'm not really down with the plastic too much. I think I do have like an extra planner, half letter at work that I use for my different case files, and so I think that one's on plastic, but then it just stays on my desk. So I'm gonna weed out the ones I'm gonna keep. Like, I'll keep these, but I don't think, and then I don't even know, like, these must be on some other random planner that I have over there on the shelf. You may know, if you caught my last video, that I have transitioned into a new space that I am able to do my planning and recording in, and so everything's kind of just going in here, and I have a lot to clean up and weed through and, you know, declutter. So that's like my goal for this year for my planning, is to just put my hands on every little thing, because there's so many little things that I've gotten from conferences and meetups and stuff like that, that if I'm not using it because maybe it's not my aesthetic or what have you, or I'm just not using that type of planner, then I just want to go ahead and destash it. So I'll be destashing all those ones that aren't metal. There's a few in here that are, like, these are nice pretty ones from Jane's Agenda, and the rest of those expander discs are on something else. So, you know, I'm just going to keep the ones that I want, and I think I'm just going to get down to in here. And then if I do have extra ones, I'll pick one of these to use and maybe use the other for something else. I don't know what yet, but I think this one, this one, these come out. So I probably would keep this one, because I could probably use this for, I have a lot of, what's the word I want to say? Just a lot of individual stickers. I forget I'm losing my words here, but I have individual stickers like this that I could probably store in here. I have some little drawers over here, but I feel like it's going to exceed that. So whatever, but this is probably be the one I keep, because this one I can adjust. And then this one I probably will give away unless something comes up that I can use it for. Okay. Enough rambling. You get the picture. So now let me show you what's in here, and then I'm going to change it probably off camera and then come back. But I'm going to show you what I'm using for this year for my work planner. So when I was showing my lineup, I just kind of, you know, told what I'm using for each thing, and then I said I was going to come back and show each setup. So this is what I'm doing now. So this is my half letter. I have this Jane's Agenda, and you see how it's popped up like this, and that's because there's not enough room on the disc. So that's why I want to change it out. What I keep in here, and I'll come back to the cover in a minute, is the last month, so the last month, the current month, and then the next month. Okay, so I like to have that in there for the weeklies. So here is, in December, I was using this Jane's Agenda weekly. Like you can see, the first week in December, I didn't do anything in here. Not that there wasn't stuff to write down, but I just didn't do it. Here you can see where I just take a couple of little notes for the week, and I liked this. I like the space for to do. I like the space for what I was doing. But sometimes, even though I didn't write it here, I felt like I could have wrote more down. And so I decided I really liked the half a page. Like, I actually ordered a take a note because I like that half a page space for writing for the day, even though sometimes I might not really need all that space. But I wanted something to give me a little bit more space per day, even though obviously I didn't even fill up those blocks in my mind. Different. I was thinking I need to take more thorough notes. I put it that way. I need to write more down. So in that case, I felt like I needed a little bit more space. So I'm trying these. At first, before I started using them, when I was looking at them, I was like, I don't know, because I didn't really think I needed this breakdown. Okay, so initially, again, you can see the first couple weeks, I didn't do anything. Because I wasn't sure. I was going to change them out. We also got some inserts from Jane's Agenda. She gave us a whole half year. I didn't think to take it out. I know I should have. Yeah, here they go. Okay, cool. So these are from Jane's Agenda that we got. So I had these, and I have this, which is the vertical, and there was one other option that I had too. But either way, I was like, okay, what do I do? What's going to work better? I knew this wasn't really going to do it. This is great for like appointments, but I don't have a lot of appointments per day at work. So I didn't feel like I really wanted to do this. I didn't want to squeeze the notes for each day in these columns. Although I don't know what I'm going to do with this because it's really beautiful. But I don't really have any need for it right now. So that's one of my problems with subscriptions, is that I like all the accessories and stuff, but I don't really want to get inserts because I feel like I need to pick my own inserts. Like, I get a lot of inserts that I don't use. So this year I told myself that I was going to do a lot of skipping, because I have, and that's one thing too I like about Jane's Agenda and Cloth and Paper, you can skip. So I kind of know the months that's good. Or also the other thing that's good about Jane's Agenda is if I skip and then I see it and I really want it, I can, usually there's still some that I can purchase. I can go back and purchase it, and it might cost me a few dollars more, but it was worth it because, the price that I pay, and then if I get stuff that I don't use, then it's not worth it. And also, I have a lot of covers. So, but sometimes there's just other things. She always gives a really good gift, like this box that's for the disc is really nice. And then Cloth and Paper is the same thing. Certain times of the year, they kind of hit, on something that I really want. Or, you might just take that chance that you're going to get things that you really want. And I use some of Cloth and Paper's things, but I don't follow her full aesthetic. Like, she's pretty, doesn't decorate, which I, for work, I don't either. So that's how I end up getting into using Cloth and Paper too. But some of the things, I have a lot of page markers and stuff like that. Like the spotlight, like this. I don't really particularly, I'm trying to learn how I could use them because I have a bunch of different things like this and I don't really use them. So I've been watching some videos trying to see what can I use it for to help me use my stuff, But I did determine anyway, after all that this does work for me so far, because I actually can list some tasks. So first I just did it in pencil because I wasn't sure. But I can actually list some tasks. Certain days I do think to myself, okay, this is what I got to get done today. Most of the time, I'm a weekly. I just like to do a rolling to-do list, because what I have to do doesn't have to be on a specific date. It might have a due date by this date, but I'll have up until that date to do it, and it doesn't have to be done on a specific day. So I'm going to go through the year with these. And so what's happening is, because I have multiple pages per week instead of just 2, like I did last year, with these, just having 2, it's taking up more room. So that's the reason I find now that it's a little too tight on these discs. And then I have in the back, I have the whole calendar year, just the monthlies, because I like to be able to plan ahead, because I do some traveling for work, and I like to like get that down. And I sometimes instead of being in my office, I'm teaching a course, so I'm out in a different place. So I like to like note that ahead of time. So that's why I like to keep the whole year here. And then in the back, of course, I have some pages for notes. So I'm going to go ahead and change this to the bigger disc. I'm going to go with, okay, what are these? These are gold. And these are gold, so they're a little different in the coloring, if you can tell, if you can see that. But I'm going to put them on one. Now, one is bigger than the other. Let's open it up if I can do it without making a racket. Okay, so here's these. All right, these feel kind of light. Let's see if I can get this open. These happy planner ones. Okay. All right, so you see, and of course most of you probably have, some of you probably have had this like these. So their colorings, the coloring's a little different. It's hard to tell with the lighting. What I wanted to see was the size. I love how this is. These might not go in the box. I kind of like that. It reminds me of these Chinese jacks we used to play with when we were kids. Okay, so you can see the size difference. So, okay, so let me pull out a classic one so I can see if I think I need to go. Okay, so classic, I think that's what that is. This looks smaller than that. I don't know. So I need, I might could just go with these. So I'm gonna try these and see. So let me do one thing. First thing I'm gonna do is just take off the covers and put this on, and then I'll come back and show you, and then I'll decide whether I need to go this big or if this is enough, because this is just a little bit less, but much bigger than the classic. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the way it looks with these on here, and I feel like definitely a big enough difference, because it don't really need a lot more space. But since these are smaller, and then also I'm concerned too, I want to make sure that it's gonna fit in here. So I think I'll be okay with just these, which I said it's just a little bit smaller than these. So I'm gonna go with that. And I guess I could try to speed this up. I don't think so. I think I'll be less stressed if I just do it and then come back and show you. Okay, so again, be right back. Okay, I'm back. It looks like we did it. Yes, it fits in here. Okay, and I even have this little book. Yeah, that's usually over a little more. Okay, so it fits, and I have more space. So now this is laying down. Sorry for the glare. And I really like the way it looks. I love this cover from Jane's Agenda. Okay, so let me just go through and show you how this goes. We'll get off of this glare in a second. Basically, I've been kind of having this same stuff set up in here for a while, and I just keep moving it from planner to planner because I really like it. Not opposed to finding stuff, but I find that like I just take delight when I do find something in particular that I can put in my planners, like just for decor, and that it just comes together. I just find it, at random. In other words, I don't search for it purposely, but as I'm going through my things and coming across things or getting things, then I find, oh, this would be great in here. And so for now, I've had, this year or last year, I didn't get to do much in that way. So this year it'll be kind of fun to go through all my things as I get them organized and put together and destash stuff. to find things that I might, you know, make some changes here. But for now, I like it. I keep this little notebook here. I've shown this before, just so that if an event happens that takes me writing like more of a narrative than just like a little note, I can put it in here. So I keep that in there. Luckily, I haven't had to write too much in it, but you just never know at my job. So I just keep it there. So, okay, so we have the beautiful 2026 cover from Jane's Agenda. And then we have the Year at a Glance. Okay. And I just love that. Okay. Then the dashboard here, also Jane's Agenda. Then this has just been going from planner to planner, my name page, or who belongs to. A little crooked, whatever, but I like it. I love purple's my favorite color. My business card there. Then I have this inbox where I put some clear Post-its on. And then I have this. Now, I think this was in here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think. Oh, see, I had it taped. Oh, so we're gonna have to cut that. I don't know that it was in there. I think something else was in here. And then this was kind of like this. But now I like it with this showing through, but we need something in front of here. I might still put this. I don't know. But I have to cut this tape off of here, so I'll come back to that. Another Jane's Agenda dashboard. And this work in progress is, I believe, from Cloth and Paper. Had that for a few years. This Live, Love, oh, this is just telling me yearly at the bottom. Live, Love, Dream, I think it's from Live, Love, Posh, or, I don't have a dashboard for them. Maybe it's not. It might be Jane's Agenda. Cloth and Paper would usually say it here, so I'm not really sure. Sorry, but I've had it for a few years. Then another Year at a Glance. Not that I really need it, but I had it, so I put it in there. Then the holidays. Okay, then we finally get to the yearly overview, which is some Cloth and Paper. I do like to just kind of list, again, where I'm, anything that I might have coming up in this month. Even though it's kind of, might be a little repetitive than the months that I have in the back, but this doesn't have any dates on it. So even if I'm just making notes about this month, like even if I don't know specific dates, so I still like to have that. Then they have this insert for just notes, like it says 2026 aspirations. So I don't know, all then accomplishments. So I could write something out there, I'll see. Then I have a little bottom tab that says weekly. Let me get into the weekly. So I still have December in here to keep the prior month. And at that time I had the divider, which I got these dividers from Amazon because I just love that I can just keep using them over and over again. There's nothing on them but the month. And then I used to have this so that I had another calendar here, and this was supposed to be the it was supposed to be like work hours, but I kind of didn't really follow through with that. So sometimes, you get things thinking you're going to use it a certain way, and then you realize you don't need it, or, you just keep refining until you get it the way that you need, or sometimes things change and you need things differently. Like this year, actually, I won't need this for work. Well, I don't know. We'll see. I won't say anything, but I am making a shift this year, so when we get there, we'll see if I still need to use this planner in the same way. But I love how this came together. Now, we got this in the, of course, the January box from Jane's Agenda. But then this is something I had from another prior box. So I've already had it. I have a whole thing full of covers and dashboards and all these little pockets. So yeah, lots of stuff to go through. But I grabbed this dashboard and I just love the way it looks under here. So that's January. So now is where we switch to the new type of insert, which I didn't do very much in the beginning of the year. I was off for a little bit of time. But then I did start using it. But what I did think about just now when I was changing it out is Saturday and Sunday. Like, I don't work Saturday and Sunday. So I'm trying to figure out what can I do with this page to, you know, not make it go to waste and just be blank every time. Like, it's on the back for the next week, so I'll be using it for Monday and for the week, to-dos for the week. But I want to be able to do something with it Saturday. Maybe I can make like a next week here. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see as time goes along. Okay, and then I have February in here. So that's it. I just keep the 3 months. Okay, then I have another year. Ooh, that's 3. Well, okay. It is what it is. I don't mind it being here because it kind of brings this section in, which I have down here labeled monthly. And then there's all 12 months. Okay. Which are cloth and paper monthlies. Okay, so there's a little monthly to do. And then the boxes. Okay. And then I just have this dashboard, which is kind of springy, but I haven't moved it because it kind of matches this folder, which maybe if I get another color folder, I might change it and then change the folder periodically, but I like the way I set this folder up. I love this hold on to your vision, so I just leave that there. There's another inbox and notes. So the inbox is kind of for the notes. This visionary dashboard is from cloth and paper, and then back here there's this paper for various notes. There's a couple of sections, like a couple of meetings I have, like quarterly or whatever, that I divided out, and then just some dot grid paper because I like dot grid or grid paper to write on opposed to lined. So that's really it. And then I have in here this dashboard in the back. Not that you really ever get to see the back, but if I want to, say I'm going to a meeting and I want to use this to take notes, I can take it out of the cover. And I have used this. This is a Notiq cover to just be what holds it in the planner cover. Okay. So, and usually I have like some business cards back here, but because I've been changing things around, I had taken them out and I didn't put them back. But yeah, I'll finish putting that. And I usually have like a notepad here of bigger Post-its. Not a notepad, but I have some bigger Post-its that I usually put here. So there's still like little tiny tweaks, like to put those Post-its back, put my business cards back. Oh, and that one space where I had this, I'm going to put something different there. So still little tweaks. And, you know, I've learned to enjoy still having the little tweaks because it just means that you just get time to kind of play around in your planner and fix it like the way you like. And you get to change things so you have different, you know, you can use different things because we all have a lot of stuff, I know. So we can periodically switch things out and never get tired of our planners. So I'm really happy with the way this came out. And the next planner I'm going to show you is going to be well, it's not a planner. I'm going to show you my per journal next, which really should have been first. In my mind, in my heart, it's always first. But I needed to definitely do this for work. And I just wanted to go ahead and knock it out. So I'm bringing this to you first. But if you want to see the rest of the planner setups, well, it's not like they're not set up, but just like how I'm going to work with them for the rest of the year is pretty much decided at this point. And I still have like little tweaks just like I had to do with this. So if you want to see that, then go ahead and hit that subscribe and also the bell so you'll be notified anytime I post. And I hope that you will hang with me for the journey. I hope that you enjoyed this video, maybe got a little inspiration from it, and I hope that you will be with me again and watch the next thing that's coming, or even look back and watch some of the things that I've already have on the channel. I haven't been doing this really long, so I'm okay at it and hopefully getting better. But I just enjoy sharing. It's just all for fun. And the fact is that, you know, I love being in my planners and my journals, because writing it down, it does really, really help us out. And that's what the therapy planning is all about. So thanks, guys. You are my tribe. And I hope that I will be hanging with you throughout. Take it easy. Have a blessed one. Bye, tribe.